Hey everyone, James Baek here, and it's time for some more VGC 2015 battles from the Doubles Battle Spout Ladder. Today we'll be using the same team as the last episode with Riolu, Salamence, Rotom-Heat, Mamoswine, Milotic, and Breloom. So we are going to find a battle and see how we do. We're going to find someone from the United States, Florida, FSU, 1674 rating, and we are going to see the team of Alakazam, Landorus, Sparian, Hydreigon, Togekiss, Heatran, and Conkeldurr. Very interesting team. You don't see Mega Alakazam that much, and this is obviously a Mega Alakazam. And I'm already like, wow, this is going to be a fun game. But looking at this team, Mamoswine does really well here. Priority is very nice. Gonna have Mamoswine to lead because Mamoswine does pretty well against everything. And I'm thinking of leading with Rotom-Heat. It can slow down that Alakazam. And Alakazam probably can't touch it. Well, it can, but it probably can't one-shot it with a Psychic. He does have a lot of fast things though, so I'm going to lead Rotom-Heat and Mamoswine with Riolu and Salamence in the back. I don't see Milotic doing much work here. I mean, it does hit 4 of the things super effectively, but they are quite special defensive Pokemon, and I don't think that it's going to bring the Landorus in this situation. I feel like he has much better options than Mega Alakazam he's probably going to bring. The Hydreigon, I would probably assume he would bring. The Togekiss and the Heatran are great options. Not sure if Heatran will come in, but I can see the Conkeldurr coming in, so that's why I'm going to go with this. He might not bring the Conkeldurr just because of Mega Salamence, but we'll see. Let's see how this is going to go. Gonna hope he leads the Alakazam so I can get a quick Thunder Wave off. Rotom-Heat and Mamoswine are gonna lead. Let's see what he's gonna lead. Alakazam and Heatran. As you can see, I'm very fine in this position. Alakazam gets traced though, that's an issue. Gonna protect my Mamoswine because I don't want it to take like a Focus Blast or something against that Heatran. I mean Focus Blast, because he's probably going to want to protect the Heatran, unless I missed Air Balloon. I don't think I did though. And that Alakazam, really just not a threat, right? Well, it is, so I'm going to Thunder Wave it. Actually, he might double protect it, and if he does, that actually might be an issue. Alakazam is going to Mega Evolve, so Mega Alakazam in VGC. I know Ashton Cox did use it at a Premier Challenge. He's going to trace Fig Fat, which I'm actually okay with. It's better than him having Levitate. But he's not going to go for the Protect with his Alakazam, but Protect with the Heatran as expected. Did he target the Rotom-Heat though? Psychic into the Mamoswine slot, and the Thunder Wave off onto the Alakazam, so that is a great start for me. Don't know if Heatran wants to stay in or not, but I'm very sure an Earthquake can knock out a Mega Alakazam. I mean, Mega Alakazam, not the greatest defenses in the world. And I'm going to Thunder Wave the Heatran in case he switches into something like a Hydreigon or a Landorus. But he's not going to switch out Shuck a Berry onto the Heatran. That does make sense. So Earthquake going to happen, knock out this Mega Alakazam. And actually it's going to knock out the Heatran through its Shuck a Berry. So that is very nice. I'm already going to take a great position right after the second turn, so that is very nice. Getting a double knockout there. However, this game is still not over, even though I'm 4-2. He can definitely make a comeback unless he decides to forfeit right here, which would suck because Mega Alakazam, that's so awesome. But we're going to see Landorus and Hydreigon here. I was going to get the Intimidator off onto my Mamoswine, but not really gonna matter. I'm gonna protect Mamoswine and Thunder Wave the Hydreigon. I think we're actually gonna see a forfeit here. But no, he's not. So I again put this video up. Sweet. As he's gonna go for the Dragon Pulse into the Rotom-Heat slot. And he was faster than his Landorus, so I'm assuming that's either not a Scarf Landorus or Scarf Hydreigon. Citrus Berry gonna heal me and Rock Slide from the Landorus, so I still have no idea what item he's holding on these Pokemon. Rock Slide gonna do a lot to my Rotom-Heat. Okay, that is Life Orb Landorus. Thunder Wave gonna slow down his Hydreigon in case he's like a Scarf or something. Life Orb Landers. That Life Orb actually put him into Ice Shard range. And I don't need my Pokemon to back to take unnecessary damage, so I'm just gonna overheat the Hydreigon since I think Rotom's going down. But the match is actually going to be forfeited, and even though that was kind of a short battle, I feel like Mega Alakazam was really interesting of a Pokemon, so I hope you guys can accept that. And I guess we didn't also get to bring Riolu, but Mega Alakazam is an interesting Pokemon. Mega Alakazam has one of the highest base special attacks in the game, and it's a very strong Pokemon. However, its physical defense is really bad in VGC. I don't remember what it is, but I know it can't take physical hits. It's sort of like Mega Beedrill, where it's a really strong Pokemon that's really fast. However, it is hindered by if you can get like a Thunder Wave off, and one physical hit will pretty much be able to knock it out. One reason why Mega Alakazam isn't used in VGC is because it's easily knocked out by a lot of the strong moves such as Earthquake and Double Edge, so that's why people don't really use Mega Alakazam, but I was actually really glad to see it. Too bad we didn't get to see its damage output, but maybe we will if we ever face another one, or maybe I'll bring one into the VGC episode. So we are going to find another battle and be right back. We're going to find someone west from the United States, Texas, 1619 rating, and that took like 30 minutes to find the battle. I'm not even at 1700s yet, so I'm surprised it's taking this long to find the battle. But Wes, you have a very interesting team. Altaria, Aegislash, Rotom Wash, Terrakion, the Talonflame, and the Azumarill. So interesting notes are Altaria, probably a Mega Altaria, and that's also a rare Mega. So we are going to see 2 rare Megas in this video today, which I am glad. We also see the Aegislash probably carrying Wide Guard support since his team is a bit weak to spread moves. We have the Rotom Wash, who probably spreads status, but could be offensive from this team. The Terrakion, very strong Pokemon, could hold Focus Sash, Life Orb, Choice Scarf, etc. Talonflame, probably Tailwind support for the Mega Altaria. I definitely have to prevent that from going up as quickly as possible. But then again, my Rotom Wash does pretty well against that, and we have the Azumarill. Many multiple items it can carry. It can be Assault Vest and Choice Band, or it could be just a plain Belly Drum set, which would also be threatening. Rotom Heat and Breloom look like very amazing leads in my defense. It looks really well. I don't think I'm going to bring Milotic, no Intimidate users to convince me. And this team is really not that weak to Milotic. I'm going to bring Riolu in the back because I feel like I'm going to need Screech. Screeching will help me knock out some of the bulkier Pokemon. And Salamence is my last one. So let's see how this is going to go. Mega Altaria, I did use it in one video, and I personally only used it in that one battle, but it's actually a really good Mega. It's not as strong as the Sylveon or the Mega Gardevoir with Pixelate Hyper Voice, but it is a very strong Mega as it's very bulky. We're going to see a Azumarill and Talonflame lead. Okay, I'm fine with that. I can Thunderbolt the Talonflame and Spore into the Azumarill slot. There's nothing stopping me at this point. The only bad play... Oh, his Talonflame is going to go for Protect. Interesting. Let's see what Azumarill went for, as Spore's going to happen onto his Azumarill. He probably went for the attack onto the Rotom Heat, if I would assume. And it's not Lumberry or a safety goggle, so at least the Azumarill is taken care of. He didn't have much to switch into a Thunderbolt, I guess Aegislash, or Altaria, but gonna Bullet Seed and Thunderbolt the... Well, Thunderbolt the Talonflame, Bullet Seed the Azumarill. His Talonflame is gonna set up Tailwind just as predicted, and I really didn't have a good way to stop that, so I'm fine with that. Bullet Seed gonna happen onto the Azumarill. This should be able to do a lot of damage, and as you can see from the first hit, it does a lot. And it's not even Citrus Berry Azumarill, so that Azumarill is gonna faint. This Talonflame is also going to faint to my Thunderbolt unless it's the Focus Sash item. It's kind of rare to see Focus Sash Talonflame, but it can be. It's a possibility on Tailwind. And yeah, the Focus Sash item, just as I anticipated on the Talonflame. Let's see who he's going to bring in. I think Terrakion. I'd assume Terrakion. Oh, Altaria! Altaria really can't do much to Rotom Heat, even with its special attack. I'm gonna Thunder Wave the Altaria slot. And protect Breloom, I think. What would be wrong with that play? I'm gonna assume he's gonna Brave Bird and Hyper Voice the Breloom, so I'm gonna protect my Breloom. Gonna try to stall out his turn of Tailwind. It is Mega Altaria. Let's see if it's physical or special. Special is more viable in VGC, but physical Dragon Dance is popular in singles. And Mega Altaria isn't really used in VGC, so it could be Dragon Dance. As we're going to see the Brave Bird into the Breloom slot as predicted, and the Hyper Voice as well. Rotom Heat is able to take that thanks to its Fire typing. Gonna resist it. Doesn't even do that much, and Thunder Wave gonna happen onto the Altaria slot. Which is nice, as that Altaria is slowed down, and his Talonflame is going to knock himself out through the recoil sooner or later. Gonna Thunderbolt the Altaria. Or do I just want to protect? Only thing I'm scared of if Terrakion's in the back. Really, I kind of actually want to sack off my Riolu here. Even though it's sad to sack off Riolu, I really just can't afford to lose Breloom in case his Terrakion is in the back. So Breloom is going to switch out and go into my Riolu. I'm going to have to sack it off here, unfortunately. It can't survive the Brave Bird at neutral, I know that. I'm very sure it can't, but we'll see. It probably can. Yeah, super effective Brave Bird. That's going to knock out the Talonflame though, so Riolu did actually pick up a KO. And I am going to get a bit of chip damage off onto this Altaria, which is nice. Thunderbolt going to happen into the Altaria slot, which actually did a lot of damage. And this Altaria is paralyzed, so my Rotom Heat is able to avoid the single target Hyper Voice, or unless he went for the Draco Meteor, which I kind of doubt. Terrakion is his last Pokemon, as I was worried about earlier. If my calculations are correct, this was the last turn of Tailwind. So I'm going to double protect here to stall out the Tailwind. I'm also scouting out if his Terrakion is going to go for his own protect and just Hyper Voice with his Altaria. I know he can't knock out Breloom because of my Focus Sash item. But it looks like he's not going to protect Terrakion. Kind of interesting. Wondering what he went for. Probably Rock Slide. Yep, there's the Rock Slide and the Hyper Voice. And Tailwind, yep, it peters out. Even though it really didn't matter about the Talon petering out, it is nice for my Salamence in the back. Okay, now he can actually... I'm gonna Thunderbolt the Altaria slot and go for the Bullet Seed onto Terrakion. I know Terrakion's probably gonna protect. Or not, and Rock Slide, gonna avoid the Breloom. That's huge, as it will avoid... It's not gonna break my Focus Sash. Oh, by critical hit on my Rotom. That's fair, to be honest. I'm fine with losing Rotom because I really just need a Terrakion out of the way. Bullet Seed's going to connect with Terrakion. I am going to have a free Focus Sash now available to my Pokemon. And Bullet Seed's going to hit 3 times and knock out his Terrakion. That's fantastic. And I'm going to be able to live this move from Altaria, as it is going to be paralyzed. Okay, so I got really lucky that turn. To be honest, I probably should have lost both my Pokemon there, but luckily it did work out in my favor where I was able to knock out his Terrakion. Now I can just return the Altaria and go for the Bullet Seed. His Altaria, Mega Altaria is very bulky, so I'm assuming it can live a return from my Mega Salamence. However, I'm not sure if it can KO with Hyper Voice. I mean, it's not Sylveon if I remember, but Return's actually able to knock the Altaria out. It actually might not be max HP, or just not a bulky variant of Altaria, which is actually usually common in VGC. In VGC, even though Mega Altaria is barely used, but when I used it, I did run quite a bit of bulk to abuse its amazing natural bulk, and I did have a Tailwind user just to give it speed control. By the damage that returned it, I'm assuming it wasn't a very bulky Altaria, so even if Breloom didn't avoid the Rock Slide, as long as I knocked out the Terrakion, and his Altaria wasn't paralyzed that turn and went for the Hyper Voice. It didn't matter in the end game because I was actually able to knock out the Altaria with a return, which was really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this VGC 2015 episode. Be sure to give it a like to support daily uploads and to have 2 battles per video now. Be sure to check me out on my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for updates about my channel, know when new videos are coming out, and there are some leaks about secret projects coming up on my Twitter, so definitely follow me, especially since I ask out for subscriber battles, which I'm mentioning now. You should subscribe to my channel because I do subscriber battles on my channel. You guys, the viewers, can battle me here on my channel, and we have a blast where we can battle an OU, Ubers, or a best of 3 set with VGC 2015. You can also follow me on Twitch to know when I'm live streaming, because I am trying to live stream 2 to 4 times a week. Hopefully starting this Sunday, I'm going to try to be live streaming 2 to 4 times a week. So hopefully that will be fun. Definitely check me out when I'm live and we have a blast. Be sure to check out my VGC tips videos, such as my Rotom Wash analysis, my team preview guide, and my team building guide for VGC. So definitely check those videos out, especially if you're new to VGC and you want to learn a bit about VGC in general. And also check out all the battles that I've had on Battle Spot, VGC 2015 battles. There are a lot of great battles and definitely some intense games, so definitely check them out. There will be a link in the description below. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was James Baek, James Baek, James Baek, signing out.